Once again, it is Seabed and Bonkers Communication Television. You are joining us on our YouTube channel. The Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Bashir Adeniyi, has assured logistics service providers that all necessary communication channels with the stakeholders for information on Odogu will henceforth be opened. The CGC, who spoke during the pre-launch stakeholders meeting which was held at Apapa Customs Command, said the CBN boss at a recent meeting instructed all authorized dealer banks to queue into Odogu.
A room that we dedicate to our server. We call it the server room. It was installed when we started NICES. When you enter this room in Abuja, you know that you have entered a place where so many of those gadgets are just there. And this technology was like 15 years. The world has moved on from what we had 15 years ago. And when I was shown the server that drives Bodogu, and I saw just what does not look more than a shower room, and that is the size of the server. You know, stronger, more efficient, and certainly, has bigger capacity than what we had. And you've just heard a testimony from one of our stakeholders that, the platform actually processes faster than what we had before. I'm also happy to observe that as I entered inside Apapa, inside the CPC, the first facility I saw was the support group. The support office, that office that is going to give support to stakeholders when they have issues with the processing. So as I stated earlier, there is no looking backwards. We are focused on rolling out this platform. We have learned very useful lessons from the pilot that we had, in PTML. Now we are in the main place, and we want to ensure the implementation will be seamless moving forward. And this is why we've taken it upon ourselves. It's Monday morning. You know that as the saying goes, no messing around, in Lagos on Monday morning. I've decided to come and face this task head on to ensure that, our rollout in Apapa will be seamless. There are still one or two outstanding issues. Like I said, we did not roll out the integration of Form M and PAR in PTML. Now we have gotten to a point where all the banks, have signed up, and they are going to be working with us as we roll out, so that PAR and Form M will be part of what we are going to be doing in Apapa. And once we capture that, we can conveniently say that we have captured almost 70–80% of our operations. So,
Deputy Controller General, DCG of IT and Modernization, Mrs. Kikalomo Adiola, clears the air on previous challenges.
The successful setup of server and access point, workstation and network services, and other critical infrastructure for successful implementation of the UCMS was done, and that is why we have the record of not having 1 minute of downtime on Bodogu system. IDEC also was also introduced and was plugged in. Resolution also of manifest challenges was done by integrating the bill lading search tabs, so that with your bill lading, even at the confines of your offices, you can check to know what has happened on the bill ladings. Multiple sessions of login for users were also done.
Meanwhile, the Zonal Coordinator Zone A of the Nigeria Customs Service, Assistant Controller General of Customs Charles Obi, said Odogu remains a digital tool.
Transition to a paperless customs environment, we transform our entire approach to customs management. The elimination of manual documentation, we significantly reduce processing times, minimize errors, and enhance our overall efficiency. Our stakeholders, we experience faster clearance times, reduce costs, and improve predictability in their interactions with the Bodogu project embodies the service's commitment to excellence and position Nigeria at the forefront of customs innovation worldwide. This unified customs management system, launched in October 2024, was meticulously developed to address our unique requirements and usher in a new era of efficiency, transparency, and security.
Earlier in his welcome address, the Apapa Area Controller Babatunde Olomu, hinted that as the premier port, the Apapa port is ready for the next level of the customs modernization agenda.
We are abreast with the concept of Biodogu. We have become very intentional about it. Following the directives of the CGC, we began a batch-by-batch training of stakeholders on how to use the system. This is a huge success already because the trainees have come up with very beautiful testimonials about their understanding of the system. I am glad to also report, sir, that we are emulating the CGC's hand-on approach to achieving one of Africa's fastest developing customs administration in Africa, which is earning us enviable accolades at the global stage of the World Customs Organization. To our stakeholders, this pre-launch could be likened to a testing engine event. Follow us patiently and see the 15 early stage challenges as surmountable tests.
The CGC gave his assurance that there would be regular stakeholders' engagement pending when the administration of Odogu would become very seamless at every customs command across Nigeria. In his contribution, the controller of Tinkan Island Port Customs Command, Controller Frank Onyeka, known for his usual commitment to service and hard work, said his command will not relent in educating stakeholders. Before now, the national president of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAV, Chief Tochukwu Ezizi, at a recent gathering, sympathized with his members who had challenges during the commencement of Odogu at the PTML Customs Command in Lagos. You've been watching Seabed and Bunkers Communication Television. Thanks for joining us.